You are married to him and you don't even know it. Hello, my name is Chengi, and you, my precious one, are of course my world. If you're new to my channel, welcome, 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 because right here is where I teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status, high worth woman that men find completely and absolutely irresistible. Okay, dokie. So if you wanted best of that, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit that notification bell so that you are informed every single time I upload a video. So today we're going to be talking about the fact that you are married to him. You don't even know it. Okay. Now, I get a lot of questions in my Instagram, in my email, blah, blah, blah. And of course, when you do that, I will send you an invitation to book a discovery call with me. So please book the discovery call in the link in the description box below, or go to my website, chengisworld.co.uk/shop, and book a discovery call, because ladies and gentlemen, I do not answer questions in social media. I use social media to give you free, useful advice, perspectives, and positions, and to let you know that I exist so that you can come and have a conversation with me. But your very long, very beautiful, sad stories in my DMs will only get an invitation for you to book a discovery call with me, because it's purely irresponsible of me to be giving advice out based on a text without, and if I'm gonna, girl, ask my bestie. She won't get me texting her back and forth every 2 minutes. I have clients, I have people that have booked calls, I have work to do, I have videos to record, I have editing to do, I have things to do. I don't have time to go back and forth with you on DMs and the 100 other people who send me messages. It's just not practical. So if you really want my help, either search through the over 400 videos I have on this channel for something that will relate to your issue, or get yourself a discovery call. Join Chengi's Angels. Every Thursday I have a live clinic. So if you happen to be on the live at 5 p.m. BST every Thursday, you can go live, tell me your story, we'll ask questions, we'll do a free discovery call, obviously for everybody to watch and see if that is what you want. But I hope that's clear to all of you. Love you to bits and pieces. So I'm having these messages about he treats me bad and he does this and he said that he doesn't want me and he's gonna make another woman pregnant and he's done this and he's done the other thing, but I still love him. I still love him, Chengi. How can I get him back? Okay, it's not funny. I know that your feelings are real and you are sitting there dying and falling apart. But I want you to know that you have bonded with him, okay? You have most probably slept with him, so you have this oxytocin bond, or you've become very, very intimate with him emotionally, and so you have become bonded. Now, we know that that bond takes at least 2 years to dismantle and come out of your system unless you date other people. How do I know that you are married to him? Is when you refuse to date other people, right? The man has left. He's behaved like a moron. He's left. He's gone off to find his best life. You've worked through the pain. Now you can't date anyone. Everyone around you is no good. Now I get it. We all need a season. I give my clients 7 days if it's like a short courtship, 7 weeks if it's like a real relationship. But the reality of it is, if you don't take the appropriate amount of time, you are still married to the last guy that you are still thinking about, and you will find that it's very difficult for you to unhinge and take him off. And this is what is called soul ties. And I was talking to somebody the other day, a friend of mine, and she was like, you know, I don't really get this whole soul ties thing, because, you know, she's obviously sexually involved with the man that she's dating. And she says to me, you know, what's the big deal about soul ties? And I said to her, really, it's not that big a deal until the relationship ends. Then it's a big deal. You see, soul ties are actually were God's idea. The ability for man and woman to become one through sexual intercourse, through intimacy, that was God's idea. So that the knitting would be such that they would find it difficult to separate, so that as they are knit together, they can create children and create safety around their children and be loyal to one another. So it was actually God's idea. So the bonding is God's idea. The oxytocin bond is God's idea. And the reason why he gives us a premise for when it is best to have sex is because once that bond happens and there is zero commitment on the table, then you find yourself in a very risky, mental health risking position. I want you to know that when you have this bond and you are married to this person, the trauma of finding out that maybe they're now with somebody else, they've married somebody else, or the trauma of heartbreak can have massive, and I mean massive, repercussions on your mental health. There are a lot of women in mental health institutions, right, due to bad relationship decisions. And sex is one of the number one killers. One of the most, I was reading some research the other day, and I forget the numbers as I'm recording this, but it is one of the top killers when it is mismanaged. Mismanaged sexuality is one of the reasons why a lot of people die. It is responsible for a lot of suicides, it's responsible for a lot of drug use and abuse, it's responsible for a plethora of things that actually ruin society, because when we bond to the wrong people and that bond is snatched away from us, it takes its mental, emotional toll on us. We have emotional breakdowns, and with that come all kinds of mental health issues that can even have you medicating probably for the rest of your life, trying to manage depression that can become schizophrenia, that can become bipolar, that can become a lot of things, because depression leads untreated can lead to other things. And so it's really important that people like myself exist, and that we're able to help you understand that your relationship decisions and what you do within the context of your relationship and in terms of bonding and intimacy has consequences, and to really help you understand how you can help yourself. Now, it's really important that you first acknowledge that if you cannot move forward, and it's been a year, 6 months, a chunk of time has passed by, and you still can't date, it's because you are still married to the last person. I had a conversation with somebody who had a terrible marriage, and she's divorced, and 2 years has passed by, and she cannot bring herself to date. You are still chemically bonded, you're still emotionally bonded, spiritually bonded to that person. And it's really important that you acknowledge that so you can break it. How do you break it? Other than spiritually going through a process of deliverance, going through a process of deliverance, prayer, and really going to people who are equipped. I believe that our Bishop R.C. Blakes has a course on how to break soul ties. I would suggest that you go and purchase that course, because soul ties need to be broken if you find you cannot move forward. So that's the spiritual element. The soul element is you will probably need to get a coach, a therapist, I say loosely, a counselor, but this is something that you need to work and think through. But you need somebody to support you emotionally so that you can transition. So it's a threefold affair. What is the third step? The third step is you need to start dating. As you date and meet other people, and those pheromones are exchanged, it begins to break down the chemistry. It begins to break down the oxytocin bond and to dilute it so that you are able to move forward. So dating, meeting other people, getting to know other men, spending time with other men begins to dilute that bond that you have with the person that you're still with. This is so crucial and so important that you pay attention to what's going on with you mentally and emotionally, because if you don't, it's going to ambush you. And the man that you fell in love with, who is not in love with you, is moving on with his life, and he's gonna find his woman, marry his woman, while you are waiting for him to change his mind about you. Ladies, if there's anything that I have communicated to you over the course of my work on YouTube and off it, is that you need to put yourself first. You need to put your destiny first. And when you meet the right man, he is going to be that person who is going to be in promotion in agreement with your position. If you keep putting your needs behind others, if you keep thinking, if I can perform, if I can be a better woman, if I can say the right thing, do the right thing, I can have him back, then you was going to spend the rest of your life miserable in a bad place. Secondly, if you do want him back, and there's always the possibility that a man can come back, so many relationships out here to prove that there can be reconciliation. If this is your desire, if this is what you want, then moving forward and doing the things I've said, I'm more likely to get that back for you and give you better leverage when he does return, because he will find you where he left you. Ladies, let's wake up. Let's wake up and put these things into motion. Stop going out to buy new handbags, new makeup, new hair, new whatever, and invest in your mental and emotional health and well-being, so that you can find help to get over this person that you are holding and are married to, and you don't even know it. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. If you'd like to book a one-to-one with either Coach Shani or myself, feel free to do that in the description link below. chengisworld.co.uk/shop. I'll see you in my next video. In the meantime, take care of you. Love you all.